Well, it's always nice to have Leslie here from Adapt-2-It, and we're really happy that she also brought her Dollar Shaylee. And today, first, welcome to the both of you. Welcome to you. It's the first time you've been on, and you work over at Adapt-2-It as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the family.
It is. It is completely a family business.
Yeah. And how many years now?
18.
Wow.
This year it'll be 18, yeah, in July.
That's incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
It's been such a great thing. It's probably been the hardest thing that we've done, but it's been the most rewarding.
Yeah.
And meeting all the folks here in Laguna Woods, and just, I learn something still every day from my customers. And I try to pick up a new word in a new language or a new tip that I can share with people. And it's really been great. It's been amazing to be here.
Well, you've been on with us for almost that same length of time, I think. Because you used to be in the other shop right across the parking.
And then H&R Block before that, and yeah.
Yeah, and you may have to expand again one day, huh?
Well, we're looking on how we can go up. Because
Okay.
we don't have any else we can go in the center. So we're looking, I don't know what we're gonna do, but.
Yeah, go up to the second, there's like a second floor, you can put one in.
Yeah.
Well, today we're talking about, will you explain it?
Transfers.
Transferring, yeah.
Okay, so everybody's heard of those lift chairs, right?
Yeah.
And they recline, and then they tip you up.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can help you up out of a chair. And then, but sometimes, and I hear this a lot, that people aren't ready for them. And because people in general have to be kind of ready for medical equipment, or for things like the lift chairs or wheelchairs. They have to kind of be mentally ready for it.
Right.
And kind of accept it, and it's sometimes a long process. So even though they're having difficulty, they still won't do anything about it. And so sometimes people struggle for a while.
Yeah, yeah, and you talked about that.
Right,
over
right,
the years.
exactly. So that's why, actually, why we're here. But we have ways before the lift chair that can help people. And I kind of wanted to illustrate really easy ways to help somebody out of a chair and to safely walk with them if they need just a little bit of extra assistance. And so first thing.
A question that I have on that is, and I know you're going to show this, is it something they can do on their own, or they need another person?
Typically it's kind of depends on the person.
Okay.
And it kind of depends on the surface that they're sitting on, because the lower the surface, the harder it's going to be to get somebody up from. And then, of course, the ability of the person.
Okay. All right.
So if somebody is able to put probably 75%, 80% of weight on their feet, it's one person is fine. 50% is a little bit more effort, and typically at that point, somebody might have a caregiver.
All right, okay.
But, so this is kind of for basic, just a little bit of assistance. Somebody's kind of, unsteady, maybe their balance is off, maybe they get dizzy when they stand up, things like that. So the first thing about just getting out of a chair, just generally, and because I get that all the time when I do talks, people say, can you tell us how to get up out of a chair? I have a hard time. Are there any tips? So I'm experiential. So I always illustrate with somebody.
Right.
So I'm going to illustrate with Shaylee. She's my model today. So I want you to sit all the way back in the chair. Okay. Now, a couple things about this. Her feet don't reach the floor.
Okay.
So, but that's fine.
But she has cool boots.
But she has cool boots, yes. So her feet don't reach the floor. So that's one thing that we always recommend when somebody's sitting in a chair, or choosing a wheelchair or a walker, that your feet can hit the floor. That way you have a firm planting of your feet when you get up, and you don't have to scoot. And it's just safer.
That makes sense, yeah.
So it's more stable. So we've got that. And then she's sitting all the way back in the chair. Now, I want you to try to stand up from that position. Okay. So it was a little bit of effort for her to get her feet on the floor and then stand up. Now scoot and get a lot of real estate off the couch. Come to the edge.
Super simple.
And that's a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing, a lot of times, to illustrate the fact of people it's easier to lean forward to stand up. So we put your nose over your toes and then stand up.
Okay, because you're bringing momentum forward.
Right, you're bringing momentum and you're getting the real estate off off the couch or off the seating position.
I like how she says real estate.
So that's the basic getting out of a chair. We do recommend, like I said, feet on the floor. A higher chair is easier, and one with arms is easier.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Not ones with wheels, because we don't like wheels and we don't like throw rugs.
Yeah.
Those two things help people fall, and we don't like that. But the other thing that we have to help is our gait belts. And there are two different kinds that we have. This one, now it's really important to choose the right length of a gait belt. So this one is a large gait belt, and it would go around Shaylee 6 times.
Okay.
So this is inappropriate for her. However, if you get the ones that are a good size and they're just a smidge too big, all you do is tuck the gait belt in itself.
Okay, why is it called gait? G-A-T-E?
G-A-I-T.
Okay.
Gait
oh,
is
gait
walking.
as, got it. Now I get
Ambulation.
it, yeah.
And so you just tuck it in so this part, the extra, doesn't get tangled in anybody's legs or get in the way. So this one's really not a good one for Shay. But this one is. This is my favorite one. It's a small size, so it's good. It has handles on it. And the other advantage is that it's wide enough. And the advantage with wide versus narrow is that it feels better.
Okay.
So if you touch somebody with a whole hand, it's going to feel warmer, more comfortable than touching them with a finger.
Right.
So that's the concept of surface area. The more surface area you have for somebody, the better.
Okay.
So all you do, it's Velcro, so it's super easy to do. And I'm going to try to show you how to help somebody stand up. So we're just going to put it around Shay.
This almost looks like a back brace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Almost. And then just Velcro it on the side. And then it's all Velcro, so it's super easy to put on. And then it has handles here and here. So what I'm going to do is just stand up over here.
Okay.
I would come in front of her and then bend my knees.
All right.
Because the important thing is that you don't hurt your
Right,
back.
yeah, you got to be careful of yourself as well. Okay.
And this also eliminates pulling somebody's pants, which is difficult. So squat in front of them and then grab the handles and have them lean forward and gently stand them up.
Okay.
And so it's a really easy movement. You can even have them put your arms around your shoulders or around your neck if you want.
You know, it's funny, when you first showed me that, we were sitting outside there, I thought it was just the opposite. You put that on yourself and she grabs it and you stand up and she goes up with it.
Yeah, and that's a common misconception.
Yeah.
And then to help somebody walk, you can just have her walk or have somebody walk. You can hold the gate belt back here with a handle, and then you have control of them. So they're not going to go anywhere they shouldn't, or they're not going to fall.
Okay, interesting. So these are obviously come in different sizes. This one doesn't look nearly as helpful. There's no straps or...
Right. It's a little bit more difficult because you have to just grab the belt.
Yeah, I think that one's a lot better.
It
And
is.
and they come in different sizes and all.
They do. They
Okay.
do.
Now, as far as using these, do you have to know how to pull somebody up so you don't hurt them?
Yeah, and that's a placement thing.
Okay.
If they have something going on like around their waist area, or they have an injury, yes, you have to be concerned about that.
Okay.
And if for some reason it doesn't work around their waist, you can always go under their arms.
Okay. All right. So there are a couple different options there. Now, again, this helps people who are still somewhat mobile. But it's
Yes.
mainly getting out of a chair or kind of guiding them if they're a little unstable.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
As far as the size requirement for these, you know, I saw this one is very expandable. Is it a couple different sizes? Or
We
do
have
you
three
just,
different sizes in these, and then we have two different sizes.
Okay,
in
yeah,
those.
I just like that one a lot better. I mean, I can see right away that would work, but
Exactly.
both of these are useful. You know, you mentioned it's, you know, for people maybe don't want a lift chair or for some reason can't afford one right now, that's a good option.
It is a good option. It's
but you
safe.
need another person, where a lift chair you may not.
Right, exactly. Okay. And the lift chairs are amazing. I always say, you know, there's a lift chair smile that people get. They'll sit down and then you've seen it, right? Yeah. They sit down in the chair, they recline it. Relief. Yeah, it's relief, and they grin, and they're just so happy. And then the family really are the ones that get so excited when they see their loved ones stand up by themselves without any effort.
Yeah.
Because typically they've been watching them struggle for quite a while. So the fact of them being able to put their walker in front of them and then just standing up is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting. You talk about people may not be ready, or maybe there's a stigma about it. But, you know, nowadays, years and years ago, the only people who had adjustable beds, they were called hospital beds. Well, now adjustable beds are like some of the #1 beds being sold on the market for anyone.
Right.
You know, I know my wife would like one. Just she thought, well, you know what? You're in bed, you're reading, has nothing to do with anything else.
Right.
But we see how things progress.
Exactly. So, and it always, and as we get more technology, people, you know, the importance of positioning and things comes into play. So. Yeah.
So lift chairs are, you know, I think are probably going to get a lot more mainstream, and I think it'd be fun to go whoop, one that really propels you out and you go flying, a turbo one. Listen, thank you again for coming on.
You're
Shayla,
welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I bet
you
we'll see you again, knowing your mom. She'll bring you on. And of course, Adapt-2-It is right down the street on the corner of Paseo de Valencia and El Toro. They can help you out. What are your hours there, by the way?
10 to 3 on Saturday and 9 to 5:30 on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. No, not Sunday. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30.
Okay, you're closed on Sundays?
Closed on
all
Sundays,
right.
yes.
So head on down there. They've got all kinds of things, really, that can help you out. And great people down there that will sit with you and talk with you and figure out what's right for you, not just any product, but which one that fits your needs the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we'll be right back.